This was my first step into using textures on my models. I switched my active workspace to shading and started by dragging and dropping my PBR textures downloaded from Polygon and Polyheaven straight into the node editor. By the way, did you know that PBR stands for physically based rendering? After importing the textures, I began connecting them to the correct shader slots. But of course, it wasn't that simple. To properly connect the normal texture, I had to add a normal map node before plugging it into the normal input. Almost immediately, I noticed a strange glitch appearing on parts of the handles. I installed the Node Wrangler add-on. Thanks to that, I could finally use the famous Ctrl+T shortcut, which automatically adds texture coordinate and mapping nodes, making it much more easier to move and adjust texture across the model. Then I moved on to fixing the UVs on the knife. I discovered a tool called Smart UV Project. And honestly, that smart move worked perfectly for me. Once I saw the result, I repeated this genius step on every model in the scene. Next came the metallic material. After repeating the same workflow and applying the normal texture, the spoon suddenly looked less like cutlery and more like a piece of modern design art, which meant something was clearly off. To fix it, I adjusted the values and added a color ramp node between the metallic texture and the shader. Since black and white values represent 0 and 1, it works almost like a slider controlling the strength of the metallic effect. During this process, I realized that I had accidentally assigned different materials to the metallic parts during modeling. So I corrected the materials on the knife and forks to match the spoon. I followed similar steps for the plate and the table texture. Along the way, I reminded myself about color space settings. Only the base color should remain set to sRGB, while all other textures should be set to non-color. I went through every texture and fixed those settings. Then I wanted to improve the lighting from my previous render. I started wondering why my final render looked completely different from the viewport preview. The solution turned out to be surprisingly simple. I had enabled the small camera icon on all of my lights, which meant they were visible in the render. After turning off unnecessary lightnings and hiding unwanted meshes, I finally achieved a clean render. As always, you can find the final result on my YouTube channel in the post section. Thanks for following me on this journey, keep modeling and see you soon!